Hey, welcome back. Today we're going to continue working on this little Bowie knife here. This is made out of that 80 CRV2 and nickel sandmine steel that I made. We're going to jump right into working on these spacers. We've got these three spacers. Well, we've got the guard and the three spacers, the copper, mild steel, and then copper. What I'm going to do is I'm going to drill two holes that I can put a pin going through all three layers of the spacers and then up into the guard, so I can put pins through there and make sure that every single time it lines up the same. Alright, so now I've got the guard super glued to these spacers. So I'm just going to drill down through all of that. A little heat's just going to break the super glue, and then I can take the guard and the spacers all apart. Now we have those three spacers all fitted up with those two line-up pins. So those will go together the same way every single time. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use this piece, and I'm going to use my drawing that I made. I'm going to try and figure out the profile of the tang that I want and where the hidden tang is going to go inside of it. Then I'll cut out a space for the hidden tang and then grind in the profile of the handle that I want. I rough shaped those spacers, so now I can line this up and start to draw where I want this handle now that I have this line to follow. There's the basic shape of the handle, so now I can grind it close to that. So I made this frame, but I'm really just not happy with the shape. I got the dimensions all wrong, and then when I tried to fix it, it was just not the right shape. Things didn't line up right. So we're going to scrap this one. And we've got this other piece of mild steel. So I'm just going to do exactly what we did so far and get this to where we need it. Alright, there we go. There's the new frame tang. This is a piece of 1/4 inch thick steel, and it's just a little bit thicker than the tang. So we're going to need to grind and sand it down until it's the same thickness as the tang. And we're also going to drill a hole in the tang to the drill press. Now for the copper liners. I'm just going to take the frame tang that we made, put it on there, and just trace that out. And I could use this for a template. So now I'll cut these out, and then I can use this as a template. I'll probably super glue it down onto there, and then I can drill all those holes out. So we've got the two copper liners super glued and pinned to the steel frame. So now I'm just going to grind that copper flush. Well, yesterday things didn't exactly go according to plan. My first set of scales that I cut, these were ironwood, and I was super happy with these, but these weren't dried right, so they've got some cracks in there. And then this set of scales was just some more ironwood with also some really nice stuff. But I wasn't thinking very good. That pinhole was close and it broke through. So I'm really not happy with myself about that. So now I got this. This is some ironwood off of a friend's old boat with some real pretty stuff. So I think I'll cut 2 pieces of that, flatten those off, and then make the scales out of this stuff. I have that last pinhole that's going through the tang drilled in these. Now I need to actually shape the handles. What I'm thinking I'm gonna do is I think I'll actually just super glue everything together. Now that we have all those parts shaped up, the next step is going to be hand sanding this blade. It's at a 800 grit Trizact finish off the belt. So now I'm going to go back, start hand sanding at 500 grit, take it up from there to 1000 grit, and then we can start etching the blade. Once the blade has been etched and it's to the finish I want, then I'll take all the steel fittings for the handle and forge blacken those. So this knife's all hand sanded and then I cleaned it off with some alcohol. So now we're going to put it into the ferric chloride to etch for a little bit, and then we'll go into the instant coffee etch after that. So that just sat in the ferric chloride for a little bit. I'm happy with that etch. Now I'm going to go rinse it off and put it into the instant coffee. we've got this all glued up. Now I've got to chop the pins off and then very carefully file and sand them down. I'm very happy with how this knife turned out. It was a super fun project and a great learning experience. Hopefully I can do more knives like this in the future. In the next video, I will be making a sheath for this knife, and I've got some cool ideas on how to make it epic. If you want to see more of my work, make sure to follow me on Instagram. Also, make sure that you subscribe to this channel if you haven't already to see my future videos. Make sure to go follow my dad on Instagram. He took these beautiful pictures of this knife, and he's a very good photographer. Make sure to go check him out. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.